Welcome back to Rehab. I'm doggone. Good morning, son. Namaste. Appears to be midday. Welcome to a world called Outpost, Arctica. Oh, good. I have materials. What? Oh, I might even know what I'm doing here. I remember what I'm doing. Can you believe that? I got pants. What do I have? Word. K6. Change inventory slot. Longtime viewers know that I used to. Haha, got a clock and a compass in it. I used to have my bow and my food were in different positions. And that's basically the only change I have ever made playing Minecraft. I've always had everything else in the other slots, a hotbar. Pick is in 1, shovel 2, axe 3. Rock and dirt are 4 and 5, or some building materials. Food is 6, bow is 7, torch is 8, and sword is 9. Don't need that. Word. Let's make a sign. Day 1. Outpost, Arctica. This was one of my first saves. It may have even been before Zanzibar. It is hard to, why not keep them? Oh, I already had the, what am I doing so much? I think I have a vague recollection of what I'm doing with so much stuff. This world was created in beta days, perhaps even alpha days. Oh, the last time, as I record this, today is Saturday, July 18th, 2015, and the last time my last activity on this world was June 2nd of 2013. It's over 2 years since I've been in this world. I believe one of my last actions 2 years ago was to put this colored wool here in this bedroom. But there's more to this world than this. This, of course, is a stairway down to the bottom levels. This was my original hideout that I just dug into the hills. Into the... oh, something's... I see you up there. I'm just gonna... I don't want you... Whoa! Ah! As you can see from the torches, I used to have a lot of creeper problems. Yeah. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. I'm exploding in air. I never thought I could be so. So yeah, I used to have lots of creeper problems in this place. Imagine that. And so, well, there you go. Welcome to Outpost, Arctica. In one of my saves, I call this Alphabet, which I don't know why I would call it that, but I did. Alphabet. Short for alphabet? I don't know. Why would I call it that? This looks like a creeper crater. And I'd be out of dirt though. There was something down here, and why did I mark it? This was my original spawn point. Whee, right here. This is the Outpost Arctica spawn point. I wonder if it's still 0, 0. Nope, not even close. Not even close. Not even. But here we see a big sand biome. This used to be a sandy beach, sand and gravel beach. And then the snows came with climate change. And then trees got larger. You can see we have brungle trees in this biome. Brungle tree, please don't feed the trees. These are very rare and endangered species. In fact, they only occur in Rehab on very old worlds in old alpha terrain. Hey pig, you are spared. Glass was I don't remember, but Glass was a late addition to this world. Not late, but I used to not have any, and I kind of went overboard. So what'd you do today, dog? Well, today I earned the achievement taking inventory. Thanks for asking. As we sleep through our first half day Minecraft. We'll save that downstairs for later. But first, what I want to share with you. Do I have any diamonds? I have pants. I have irons. We should probably make an anvil. We have coal, wood, bricks, logs, nothing. I wonder what was over there. I believe. One, two, three. If anyone is new to my channel watching this, Rehab is Rehab was a series I started about 4 years ago. I was up to over 400 episodes of Rehab. I have hidden or deleted or taken down most of that data because early episodes I had a poor microphone, poor recording equipment. Also, I had microphone anxiety. I was very nervous at the mic, and my voice sounded really nervous. And so I removed most of that early footage. Oh, here we have a hidey hole from when I obviously felt like I couldn't get back home in time before the bad guys came out. What you see here is a cobblestone path, and it leads out of the Arctic. When I first began this world, let me think about this for a minute. Was it originally a taiga biome? I don't recall. Nevertheless, I wanted to get away from it. And so I began walking in one direction. When we had an update, I began walking to find a new biome. And when I finally found it, I decided just to build a straight road straight to it. And this is that road. This is the Operation Arctica road through the snowy hills. As you can see, it was just a simple road. Never put a rail in here. I can't deal with the diagonal rail systems. Never put in a rail. Here's a hidey hole. Yes, a little hideout room here. Good. Should have left that iron. Here we have stuff. Obviously, I was using wool at one point, dyeing that wool. Lots of wood here, and just a little. I don't know what down here. day I was at the Herd on Herd Festival in Edmond, which is north of Oklahoma City. That's the town that my university that I teach at is situated in, UCO, University of Central Oklahoma. And Herd on Herd was basically a street festival, and there were a couple of live bands. I made it for part of the first band, and I made it for part of both bands. Oh, there's a chunk for you. Look at that chunk. Early days of Minecraft chunks. When you updated versions, and the chunk and the terrain rendering system was different in the new version. See here, now we have birch trees, and the oak trees look like oak trees. Yeah, this was a new terrain, so new chunk loading. And broke through into some new terrain, and I kept following it this way. I don't recall at the moment why I went so far with this, but I did. See how far we can get it in one Minecraft day. I met the lead singer of a band called, the frontman and lead singer of a band called the Wild Jays. The Wild Jays. Jays, like the bird. Like Jaybird. There's glass. They're headquartered in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm going to need a ladder. Here's the old ladder system right here. Yeah, ladder. Thank you. I have a ladder. Perfect. Thank you. And they were in Edmond because one of their team members, one of their band members, the bassist, is a native of Edmond, Oklahoma. And they happen to, holy crap, I'm running out of food. They happen to, he happened to have good friends who were in another band that was asked to perform at Herd on Herd. And I can't remember the other band's name, but, that's lovely. Anyway, it was just a chance for the Wild Jays to sort of reunite and hang out with these other folks in this other band, and to get a gig in, and so they took the opportunity. And I met the front man, as I said, and really fine young man, happy. They did a really nice job in their set. I enjoyed meeting them, and I enjoyed meeting him. His name is do I remember? Do you remember? Ooh, pumpkin. His name. Do I remember his name? I do. Not Trey. I'll remember it soon. Good. Here you see some birch saplings, oak saplings. Totally trying to distract you from the fact that I can't remember this guy's name. Anyway, Trevor. His name, and I truly enjoyed chatting with him, and outside the free cold water tent, and the booth stall, not so much a tent as a stall. They were good guys. I really enjoyed, really good sound. They've been together. They played only 7 gigs, but they had a really strong, confident sound. There's some saplings that haven't saplified yet, and here we're going through some more terrain generation issues and some more safe houses and some more storage chests. I believe this is the last one before home. Is this still? So had a good day. Before that, I volunteered at the AOK, Oklahoma Atheists, monthly volunteer meetup at the Oklahoma City Food Bank down on South MacArthur in the west side of Oklahoma City. And I enjoyed packing boxes for senior citizens who live underneath under the poverty line. And after that was over, we worked from about 9 until noon was our shift. And then when that was over, I met a couple of old friends, Brian and JR, for lunch at Golden Palace and we swapped stories. Hadn't seen those guys in quite a while, and it was good to see them and hang out with them, and good to just be out in humanity and away from the house, away from my thoughts. I started rehab 4 years ago, 3 years ago, a long time ago. Here's another safe house. To help me with my thoughts, my thinking, because I found it all too easy to spiral into depression and not to get out of it. And I've had struggled. Depression has been a lifelong struggle for me. Rehab was a way to talk about positive changes I've made, things that I found that helped, baby steps along the path. Baby steps is one thing I talk about. Something I picked up in the Al-Anon 12-step program that an old acquaintance shared with me some years ago. Another storage. Man, lots and lots of materials from all this building that we did. I wonder if we can make it before sunset. And this was a dangerous area, so I think I'm just going to camp out in that room. This was tough because the sand kept falling. I was looking for something in particular. Oh, double torch. There must be something up in that little enclave up there. I was looking for something in particular and couldn't find it. I don't remember now what I was looking for, but it compelled me to continue this construction operation far, far beyond what I had originally set out to do. Let's build a pressure plate for this guy. Oh, as you can see, the door doesn't even connect. That's rather odd, isn't it? Let's see if it's nighttime. It is. So, this is our 1.5 day point. I believe I'll go another full day and I'll shut up and allow you to get on with your life in a productive way. Rehab was a way to talk about things I've learned along life's journey. And it has been a real journey for me. I've been very fortunate. Namaste. Good morning, sunshine. Very fortunate to meet people along the way. As I was talking with Brian and JR, I just, amazing people come into my life. And I don't know if they've always come into my life. There's a Mario block, as I recall. There were some stoves, some ovens somewhere over there, furnaces, which I can't remember why I put them there. I just remember that they were there near the Mario block. And every time I meet somebody, I learn something new, some new way to manage life, to work through my own depression, to live life more joyfully and happily. I ran into one of those individuals last night. I was at the Oklahoma Shakespeare in the Park production of George Bernard Shaw's You Never Can Tell, which is kind of unusual because the Oklahoma Shakespeare in the Park almost always only performs Shakespeare. But they decided to take a risk and step outside and do 2 non-Shakespeare plays. That's a floating furnace. I think I stayed on that in the night one night. And I put the furnace there to continue being productive while things happened. Perhaps in the pre-bed days before we could sleep through the night. I believe probably. Or perhaps bad guys were just too close to the floating furnace. Too close to sleep. So at the play last night, someone walked in, and I recognized her as soon as she walked in. She was even more lovely than I remembered her being 5, 6 years ago. And she was with someone, and I had a kind of awkward moment. I was like, I don't really, Probably should have gone and introduced myself, but said hello, how are you? Look great, something like that. And she would have been okay with that. She's quite a wonderful person, but I kind of froze up in the moment. I kind of like, it's really all I could do in some way just to keep myself processing. She was a very, very lovely woman. I was very grateful to have spent time with her some years ago. But those times are gone, and didn't really want to dredge up any of the past for either our sakes, or especially for her acquaintance, who, unless she told me about him, he wouldn't have known me, and perhaps would only have raised questions in his mind. And no need for that. No need to disturb a happy couple, or not disturb, at least perturb. But from that lovely lady, I learned a new way of spirituality, and it led me down a very interesting spiritual path in which I eventually studied shamanism and Native American forms of belief. Here's a safe, not just a safe room, but a safe complex. I remember this well. And in fact, her name was Susan. She was the individual whom I named our previous world Sousa after. Susan was not into video games. Her son, her oldest son, both of her sons were into the first-person shooters, and she never saw much interest in it. I told her I was into Minecraft, and she began asking me about it, and for a while there, she followed me in my journeys through Sousa. In fact, I shared a little bit of footage playing Sousa and building Sousa with her. Just some screenshots that I had taken in the days before my YouTube adventures, really. And we had a lovely time together for a while, for about, 6 months. It ended as things like that inevitably do, but I learned a great deal. I'm very grateful for that. An oak door. Why does that look different in leather pants? So it was a surprise to see her. She lives down in Norman, as last I understood it. But nevertheless, saw her in downtown Oklahoma City. It's wonderful to see her, just to know that she is not only alive, but quite well. She looked very, very healthy and very happy, and I was glad to see that. Very glad to see that. You never want anybody, any of your old acquaintances, you never want to see anybody suffer. This idea of, this of revenge, of living better than somebody, oh man, that's kind of for the birds, You want it's not a zero-sum game. Everybody can live well. Everybody can have fun. Everybody can be happy. In fact, the more people are happier, the better for all of us. I believe that. That sounds kind of going Disney on you, aren't I? But happiness, you see some happy person driving down the turnpike in his car, and you're like, cool, that guy's happy. And it kind of gets to you, just like seeing, look at this. These leaves haven't despawned yet. How about this? Let's plant a tree for science, for memories, for Susan. No regrets. Have an apple. Yeah, what a lovely, amazing time. I met her at Black Mesa at Okie Tech's Star Party. I think it was 2010. And it was an amazing, amazing day. Met somebody I never knew. Had a 6-hour conversation with her. Almost a non-stop conversation. It was just simply fantastic. I'll tell you more, but the statute of limitations has not quite run out on all these things yet, and perhaps another day I'll tell you more. Just silly stuff, not tell you anything gross. Oh, here we go. Here we are. And we are at the end point, the terminus of our journey. Terminus. I like that. It was the original name of Atlanta. Terminus. X. Terminus. Boom. Done. Terminus. And obviously I was scared of things that would, like zombies that would knock open doorways and whatever, so I put an iron door with a button and a portal. I've forgotten about the portal. And here we have wheat, I believe. That must be wheat. At least that one's wheat. That portal was used. I don't know why it's unlit at the moment. But as we saw in Susa, the portals were a bit wonky. They have rotated 90 degrees in Susa. Oh, you see lava flowing over there at the lava pond. That's where I gathered the materials to build that portal. I believe I built the portal using buckets of lava and a bucket of water. Yeah. In fact, I used to have a water pond, and I still do. There. Lovely. Anyway, just wow. Now I'm thinking about Susan again. It was just lovely to see her, and kind of wish I'd had more guts and been able to go up and talk to her, but I don't know, man. I don't think my journey allows me to do that yet. Anyway, here we are, Terminus. It's funny because they sat directly opposite me at the water stage. Ooh, more iron. We'll take that. Thank you. We need to grind, get levels up, perhaps dig for coal and other minerals. We don't need leather stuff. Leather cap. I guess zombies were dropping that stuff. We don't need to be carrying that iron around. And we also don't need to be carrying around all this wood. Don't need a stone sword. Flint and steel, we don't need that just yet. Yes, obviously we've been to the nether. We have nether rack here. Think about that. Oh yeah, this goes down. This is a semi X window, X dig here, X shaft, and so this was it. I can't recall now. This was a hill. I flattened it somewhat here at the top to build a little cabin, and kind of inverted with the bricks on the bottom and the cobblestone up above. I believe I was working on bricks, doing more brickwork, and I don't remember why I quit like I did. I do remember being despawned quite a few times by skeletons and such around here. To that end, dog, why don't we just like put some torches down? Seems like a great idea to do it. Make it so number one, number none. Alright, well, there is a bed down here somewhere. We shall find it. We shall sleep on it. We shall call it an adventure and a day and a night. Thank you for joining me here in Outpost, Arctica. My name's Doggone. Hope you, if you liked this, please give me a like, subscribe. I have a whole plethora of rehab videos. Perhaps I'll re-release those someday. Just moving it forward, one step at a time. I'll see you next time. We're going to be working on levels. We're going to be enchanting. That's step 2. I'll see you.